Okay, so with your pool, you're going to have some kind of an equipment pad like this. It's not always going to be the same, but they're going to be very, very similar. You're going to have a few extra pumps here and there, but the whole concept and everything's the same, okay? So I'm going to go over the pumps, the filter, the heater, the blower, and all that. So on this pool here, we have an in-floor system. Every in-floor is going to have a dedicated in-floor pump. This is actually going to be a 1 horsepower pump. And we're actually going to use a cyclone filter to filter all the finer sand and debris, okay? So each pump on the inlet side is going to be the front. That's going to be your suction side. So you have a 3-way valve here. This is your right skimmer. This is your left skimmer suction. Those are pulling water from your skimmers, going to the pump, and then it's actually getting pushed out to your in-floor canister valves on the return side here. So front of the pump's the suction side, the top of the pump is the outlet, the return side, okay? So second pump here, as you can see, it's labeled water feature, okay? So this is going to come from the main drain of the pool. It's going to come in here. Then on the return side, you're going to have shear descents here, all your shear descents here. So we can actually control these with ball valves. They're either going to be here at the equipment or behind the pool in ground if you have a raised wall and some shear descents. The reason we put them here on this pool is because the height of the back wall is 8 foot out of the ground and there's no place to put those ball valves, so we had to put them over here at the equipment. But most of the time we put them right behind the shear in ground with a sprinkler valve cap on it so you can always access them, okay? The next pump is your filter pump. As you can see here, this says spa suction, this says pool suction. So this is your main spa main drain, this is your pool main drain. This is your most important pump, and this is basically the heart of your pool circulation system. Right now, this valve is closed on the spa side and open on the pool side, so it's going to suck water from the pool, circulate it. All your water is going to run through the filter and then run through the heater, and then you're going to get to your return side. So on the return side, we have spa returns, spa common, which is your spa spillover, your chlorinator, your pool returns, and then your 2 Venturi skimmer lines, okay? So after the water goes through the heater, it's going to come out and it's either going to go right or left. As of now, this is closed off, the spa jets are closed off, and it's all coming to these lines here. So spa common is going to be your spa spillover. You have a 2-way valve to adjust the amount of flow you want on this. Perpendicular to the pipe is going to be open. Horizontal with the pipe is going to be closed. You have a little closed section here. So you want to open this usually about a 1/4 of a turn, but this will allow more water or less water to flow over your spa spillover, okay? Your chlorinator. As you look through the top, and I'll turn it on just a second and cut to this video when I'm doing it, but this lever here creates the amount of water flow that flows into your chlorinator. The more water that flows over your tabs, the more chlorine it's going to put in your pool. The less water, the less chlorine. Remember, we tested our water chemistry earlier and it was at 10 parts per million. So when I do this and restart this pool, I'm actually going to turn this down to where less water is flowing over these tablets to reduce the amount of chlorine in the pool, okay? On to the next one is the pool returns. These are your main pool returns, your pool jets that are about 18 inches under the water. This needs to be pretty much open all the way. So the handle always needs to be pretty much open all the way. Your skimmer returns. In-floor systems will have a Venturi skimmer return. What that means is not only does it have a suction line that goes to your in-floor pump, it's also going to have a return line that's tied in with your skimmer to create more pressure to have more power to skim. So if your in-floor pump is off and your main filter pump's on, this is going to allow your skimmer to still skim without the suction power that you're using for your in-floor pump. Okay, this is your heater. Let me step over here. This is your heater display, and if you come over here, you can see it says LO, which means low flow. So while the pump is on, it's going to say BO. Okay, that's your normal bypass operation mode that you're going to control everything with your app on your phone or the control panel. Okay, so if your heater's never working or isn't working, the first thing you want to check is this display, okay? So what you want to do is make sure that the red light is next to the people in the spa. If it's up here, the yellow on the power, it's not going to work, okay? Even though it says BO, you're not going to be able to control it with your pool or your phone or your panel. Hit the 3 lines to put it next to the spa. If something is not communicating with your panel, with your app, sometimes that happens, and if you need to have to manually turn on your heater, you're having a party that night and the kids want in the hot tub, what you can do is you can turn this to hit the 3 lines till the yellow light gets on the power, and then at the same time you're going to press the 3 lines and the minus at the same time and hold it. That's going to flip. The BO is going to be removed, okay? That's going to go off. So then you can go down here and then you see numbers pop up. This means it's in manual mode, and you can raise the temperature, lower the temperature, turn the filter pump on, and then the heater should fire up right away. And I can already hear it internally firing up, so we'll just wait a couple of seconds, or actually the filter pump's off, so it's not going to do it. So you're getting a low flow code, right? So water's not flowing through it, so it's got an internal flow switch that it's not going to allow the water, it's not going to allow the heater to kick on because the water's not flowing through the pipes. If it did, it would heat up and burn itself up. So that's why you have this low error code. So to put it back into BO mode, which you want it in 99.9% of the time, turn it back to the power light, the 3 lines in the negative, hold them down at the same time until BO pops up. It's not working. I just cycle through it again. Okay. Press them down again. BO comes up. Now I still got to be next to the people in the spa or the pool. I always keep it next to the people in the spa. So now that's how you go to manual mode and then to BO mode.